Do you want to know what the easiest serve in tennis is that will help you hit not only consistently, but more powerfully?
I was able to do this serve in under 20 minutes and it only has 3 steps. We're gonna figure out exactly how to do that with 3-time national champion Luka Vukovic. Before fixing my serve, Coach Luka showed me the kick and flat serve. I'm impressed, but such serves are more riskier to do and easier to miss under pressure. Then he taught me the serve every amateur should learn first, a simple, reliable technique that delivers consistent power without sacrificing accuracy.
The slice serve is when we throw the ball, we're gonna hit the outside of the ball and hit around it.
I honestly didn't believe a simple slice serve would hold up against more advanced players, but according to Coach Luka, that's exactly where most people are mistaken.
If we do at least just a slice serve, we can at least play competitive tournaments, at least a 3-5, 4-0 with just a slice serve.
Okay, let's learn how to do that.
Biggest thing we want to learn when we're starting to serve is a toss. So if we can toss consistently in one spot, we can hit a very consistent slice serve almost all the time. So we want to make sure that toss is a little bit in front of us and on the right side of my body. So if I'm hitting a slice serve, I like to think of the clock being around 1 o'clock. So it's right here around 1 o'clock. It's very important our left arm stays very still and doesn't do excessive movements. So as you can see, my left arm is going to be in front here, right in front of my left leg. I like to think keep it along my left leg. So if my left arm stays along my left leg, as you can see, if it's landing, that's basically right in front of me on my right side. So same idea here. So my arm was very still. It was just staying along my left leg. If I do an excessive motion, this is not going to be good. But if I go a little longer, so I swung the ball, I held it a little longer, I'm losing control of the ball.
What seems important is our stance, right?
Yeah. So
because if we want it to be at 1 o'clock, then that means our feet starting off need to be at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's important our feet aren't like this or something, right? I'm pretty lined up, like shoulder width. I like to think always shoulder width. My right leg is a little bit behind my left leg, and my left leg, it's not fully pointing straight, but it's a little bit, right? Like it's not fully turned. And when we're in good position, now we can have a good toss and have a good contact point.
Now that our feet are in a good position, how do we prevent ourselves from hinging our toss, making it go too front or too back?
It's important that we don't move our upper body, right? So my chest is gonna be very still throughout the whole serve. My chest is a little bit in front. I'm not this way, I'm not hinging backwards, very still. My upper body doesn't move. I like to think of my upper body almost does nothing throughout the serve. When I toss and I lean back this way, my body weight's going back and my arm's gonna start going back.
When we're throwing even with just our arm, with our body not moving, it's still a lever motion. If you release too early, it goes forward, too late, comes up. So how do we have that consistency to make it go straight up?
So it's important you get the right place to release and the right height, because if you're obviously, you wanna maximize your height on the serve. So if you release early, the ball is gonna be low. But if I release late, the ball will move behind me. I like to think release around the shoulder. So if we're going up from here, I'm gonna release the ball right along my left shoulder. So I'm not holding the ball very long. My motion is basically from here to here. So see, I've released the ball around this height. And then the ball doesn't move much.
Let me give this a try. Oops. Oh! Ooh. Oh! Wait.
Not bad.
This is hard. Okay, wait, let me just get a few goings.
That's pretty good. Just make sure your left arm is going up around your chin, but you're releasing at shoulder height. Good, a little longer up, so hold at the end. Good. Think less here to the right. See how I'm along the left leg, but I'm in front. So one thing you are doing there, your left arm is going this way. You were going along the right side, and then your ball's automatically going too far right. So you want to be along left side of your left leg and then going up. So try a few like that, see if it makes any difference. That's better. Longer up.
Longer up.
Hold that left arm up longer. That's pretty good.
And why are we holding our left arm up?
So it maximizes the height of the ball. If we release the ball, but our left arm stays here, we're not gonna maximize enough height. So like both of us are pretty tall. Right. We gotta make sure we get the toss high enough that our arm is fully straight when we hit the ball. If our arm's like this, It's not a good toss.
Right. Okay. I think I got it. Here, I'll show you the last few.
Pretty good.
Little far.
A little bit far, yeah. So a little more left with the toss. Left. Better.
And then when we start, are we always looking at the ball or no?
No, I like to look at the court.
Oh.
Always face the court. That's better. So see how now you're facing the court much better. Good.
Okay, that is much more consistent.
Now that we've learned how to throw, how to stand properly, now we're going to talk about how to make contact and which part of the ball we're trying to hit. So it's important now that we're going to learn how to get our rackets going to be up in this trophy position, and from here we're going to learn exactly what part of the ball we're trying to hit and how to maximize our arm extension at the end. When our toss is good, we're going to focus on getting the arm up here in trophy so my elbow is lined up. So my elbow is lined up here in position with my shoulder. I'm not going super far back. As you can see, I'm staying on the right side. And from here, I'm going to focus on the contact point. This is the main focus when we're trying to hit a slice. So when we get contact here, we have to make sure our racket is hitting the outer part of the ball. So if we hit anywhere but the outside of the ball, we're not going to hit a good quality slice serve. You always want to hit the ball around the center of the string. So every serve we're going to hit around the center, but we're just going to change our wrist angle and what part of the ball we hit. So it's important on the slice serve, you're still hitting around the center of your strings, fully straight, but you're hitting the right side of the ball.
Before we even hit the ball, how can I make sure that my swing is correct? So I've thrown and I'm in a trophy position.
Yeah.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that looks good.
So now I drop my elbow, drop my wrist, and my elbow comes forward.
It doesn't come forward until you're about to swing. So we're dropping, now we're about to hit, then our elbow comes forward. So if our elbow comes forward too early, we're opening our chest and we're losing a lot of that throwing motion that we created earlier. So all this is creating is that throwing rotation. So it's almost like a tennis serve is very similar to a throw. When you throw a ball, if you throw the ball from here versus if you have the rotation and throw from here, you get a lot more power by having that rotation. But if you start from here, you're losing a lot of power.
That makes a lot of sense. Let me try a few.
Let's try a few,
practice.
yep.
So,
Yep, that's a slice. He's already got it. Nope,
Yep.
it's all good. Try to make sure you're in a good stance and have a good toss. Nice, perfect slice serve. Really good, as you see.
is that good?
That's
okay,
very good.
Actually.
Someone just starting, that's a very good slice serve. Yes. So as you can see, his ball is curving to the right side. So that's important, right? He's already got the right direction. The ball is going the right way. So when the ball bounces, we want to make sure if we're serving from the deuce court, the right side, we're going to serve to the forehand right, and the ball is going to speed up to the right. So it's not going straight. His ball was curving to the right. So that's very important when recognizing if it's a good slice serve.
If you're finding the video useful, hit like and subscribe. Click on our playlist to watch your favorite videos back to back and join our YouTube membership to support our channel. Everything's in the description down below. Now back to the video.
My shot is a slice serve, but the way I do it mechanically feels wrong. It feels like I'm just like doing this. Instead of everything is releasing.
Everything's trying to be connected, right? Like I felt like you're hitting a good contact, you're doing the wrist well, but he's not fully using the whole rotation. So it's important that we connect everything, which is one of the most difficult things, like connecting the arm and then throwing the hip at the end. So you're already doing the upper body well, and then we want to try to connect the legs to the upper body. So if you see my serve, right? I'm going to hit one slice serve. I'm pretty connected on the serve. So I'm going to go here, my upper body goes, and then my legs are going, right? It's all pretty connected. One more. My upper body didn't move, right? All I did was get my arm up, and as soon as my toss went up, you saw my legs started to go down. And then I started to throw my body into the direction.
Feels kind of like we're coming on top of the ball.
Like you want to think kind of like there's a box here or something, right? You got to get over the box and then go forward with your body.
Now I'm gonna do the same, but just I'm maximizing the height.
So think toss first and then legs right after. Toss, legs, hit. Nice. Toss, legs, go.
Oh, that throw. So I should have a tiny bit of a jump.
You should have a jump, but there you jumped too early. So you want to have that jump up and nowhere like not reaching for the ball. The toss has to be in good position.
Oh, Oh, wait. This is hard. Okay, wait, let me just get a few ones. Ooh. I can feel I'm doing it wrong. Wait.
It's like you get one or two things wrong and then the serve goes wrong.
Yeah.
It's like there's not, like you're doing a lot of things good, but you can see like sometimes your ball goes back, sometimes you jump forward. You want to just still feel like the ball's a little in front of you, high enough, and jump up first.
Not extending
It's good,
enough.
but you can get more, yeah.
I feel like I can really extend.
Try to maximize, like in order to extend, you have to have a high enough toss.
Okay, I'm just
Hold
scared.
that left arm up longer. Try one more, a little bit lower. That was a little too high. That was a good height with the toss.
Oh, that one I felt more extended.
Yeah.
It should feel like this whole line on my body.
Is extended.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had a couple where you fully you want this arm, right? When you hit, it's important this arm's fully straight. So if this arm's a little bent, it means you guys tossed too low and you didn't maximize that extension. Right. But if you can fully straighten out, jump up to the ball, you've maximized your extension.
So for me, since I have badminton background, I have this overhead swing sense pretty good. I know when it's good and it's not good. For everyone else, I'm not too sure. But the hardest thing is still, if you don't toss in the right position, then you're just hitting, you gotta master like 20 different swings.
Yeah, if you guys can get your toss down right from the start, the biggest thing we wanna learn when we're starting to serve is the toss. So if we can toss consistently in one spot, we can hit a very consistent slice serve almost all the time. Guarantee you that. So if the toss is in that right position, a little bit on the right side and high enough, you're gonna have a good slice serve.
Right. So before they even serve, just master the toss, and that's the real secret.
That's the key.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out our next video over here. Let us know your comments down below and the questions you have, and also check out Coach Luka in our description down below.